Drag racing fans, sit back, relax, settle in, and come with us to the NHRA Auto Club Finals in beautiful Pomona, California, as we get set to explore what has to be one of the most stunning, shocking, improbable, heartwarming, upset stories in the history of drag racing. Right now, you're taking a look inside the pit area of rookie Jianna Silanas. She's just trying to get qualified. That man, Andrew Hines, after a dominant season and a 115-point lead, is looking to win his 6th Mellow Yellow Championship. All he has to do is win first round, and he will clinch it. As for Gianna, there's been a lot of ups and downs in her rookie season, but right now she has been a 7.044, and she is just 1,000th of a second behind California Katie Sullivan, who is on the bump spot. The goal for Gianna was simple: find a way to get into this tough field and end the season on a high note.
All right, here we go. Final qualifying session of 2019. Gianna, what a rookie year it has been for you. You've had some ups, some downs, and right now you're 1,000th of a second away from making this field. So what's that like?
I mean, it's pretty stressful, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just going to go out there and do the best that I can do. And at the end of the day, as long as I've given my 100%, that's good enough for me.
How old are you now, Gianna?
22.
Excellent, 22. Now, it's got to have been an incredible learning curve to learn how to ride a pro stock motorcycle. How would you describe that to the average person?
Very difficult, and I highly suggest that you come into this class with some experience, because I had no experience and it was very difficult for me to just get to where I am today. So if you can get experience beforehand, that's great.
Was there any fear on your part coming into one of these high horsepower motorcycles with no motorcycle experience?
I mean, of course, there's always fear, but it was mostly fear of failure. But I mean, that's never gonna leave. You just gotta, accept that failure is a part of the journey. Just move on.
What are the biggest lessons that you've learned so far this year?
To lift, definitely. That's the number one that I've learned. But really, it's just about being one with the bike and just learning to build that relationship.
Sure, yeah, we were so worried about you. Everybody held their breath when you had that scary moment. But what was funny is you jumped up, it looked like you were more angry than hurt.
And courtesy of NHRA, let's take you back to the Route 66 Nationals and take a look at that very scary incident. Gianna loses control, stays in the gas just a little bit too long. Thankfully, Gianna was okay, as you can see, upset and angry, but thankfully unharmed.
What do you remember about that?
I just remember looking at my bike and feeling so angry because I caused an accident when I could have easily avoided it. So to see my bike lying there and knowing that I could have easily just lifted and I didn't, it was really hard on me to, deal with that.
What's the goal here? What's the goal for 2020? Is there any plans?
Hopefully not make as many mistakes, but definitely just go out next season swinging, pick up where I left off, hopefully more of the better runs than anything else, but just go out and have fun.
Excellent. Well, we wish you the best of luck. You're 1,000th of a second away from making this field. What would it mean to you if you could step up and get in?
It would mean everything. I mean, I want to do this for my sponsor, True Disruption. I want to do this for Scrappers Racing, but at the end of the day, I got to do what's best for me, so I'm going to go out there and do it.
Good luck. We'll check in with you after the run.
Thank you.
There you go.
The team name Scrappers is very appropriate because, first of all, this family is tough. They don't quit. Second of all, Gianna's father, Mike Salinas, owns a very successful scrap metal business in Northern California. Mike is a top fuel dragster racer, and he has continued to encourage his daughter to reach for the stars in this very difficult category. Despite the crash, Gianna had no intentions of walking away or quitting. She knew this is something she had to do, a total team effort, something she enjoys greatly.
All right, guys, here we go. Final qualifier of the year. How proud are you of what your daughter's been able to do in year one?
Oh my God, we're so absolutely proud of Gianna. She's an amazing girl, great representative for the motorcycle.
Is it more nerve-wracking watching her or your husband?
Her. My husband's replaceable.
Well, good luck here in final qualifying. Final qualifying session of 2019 coming up. Sir, how proud are you of what your daughter's been able to do in year one?
No, it's a good learning year for her. Needs more seat time. She's going to do better every pass. I think we're going to do good for next year,
What are some of the lessons you've been able to pass on?
Actually, I need to get my pro stock motorcycle license so I can pass that on, because if not, I can't tell her what's happening.
Good luck.
On the off season.
Good luck.
Plenty of family support for Gianna. The question would be, could she make it into the show? Final qualifying. Gianna knows she's only got one chance left or her season is over. This is it for the 2019 season. She wants to race on Sunday so bad, but she needs a strong run to do so. It's been a 7:04.4. So many tough competitors at the NHRA Auto Club Finals.
If she doesn't run better than 7:02, she won't race tomorrow.
Nice strong lead, Gianna. The bump spot's now been lowered to a 7:02. Does Gianna have anything for it? 697! 697 to 186. That's the best of the career for Gianna. And oh my goodness, Gianna now takes on Andrew Hines. In round number 1, the same racer, defending champion Matt Smith, put a bounty on. Wow.
Look at the ladder. It looks like it'll be Andrew and Gianna. I understand you're having a little fun with this and giving Gianna a little extra incentive. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, I put a bounty out there when he started the race this weekend. I told anybody that if they beat Andrew first round, I'd give him $1,000 cash. And if I went on and won the race and they beat him first round, then I'd give them additional $5, so they can walk out over $6 grand. So it's worth it to me. Just funny games, but you know, if nobody does it, I'm still gonna try to win the race.
Well, that's certainly the way to motivate somebody. We'll say, you know, in drag racing, anything can happen. Miss Gianna, where did that come from? A career best. We were talking about how you were 1,000th away. You got in the field by a bunch. Tell me about that last pass.
I mean, it's always been there. I mean, my crew's always told me they believe in me, and I knew that I was able to do it. It just, you know, took everything, put it all together, and I was finally able to make the run that I needed to.
So final race of the year, you get in the show, and you may have got a little bit more excitement than you bargained for. Now we have Matt Smith talking about how there's a bounty on Andrew Hines, and you have to run Andrew first round. Are you thinking about that at all?
Not really, honestly. I mean, I'm here to do my race. I mean, whatever happens, happens. It's never really bothered me who's in the other lane. I'm just, honestly, win or lose, I'm just happy that I get to be here and end the year on such a good note.
It is a great way to end the season, and I want to bring in somebody who I know has been a good friend and a mentor to you, Karen Stouffer. Year number 1 for you. Karen, this has got to be, help me out, year number...
I'm thinking 18 with a couple of years off, something like that, I think. I don't know. It's a long time.
So what's it been like working together and mentoring young Gianna?
It's really been awesome. I'm like a proud mama. She's doing phenomenal. People don't know the entire background of everything, but what Gianna's, how she's accomplished and how she's progressed through the year is really phenomenal. If you could see it out on paper, from all the experience out here that people have before they come out here and what she started with, she has actually gone up the curve dramatically. So I'm very proud. And I will tell you, for those of you who don't have NHRA TV, you need to get it, because there was probably 40 to 50 people out on that starting line with their hands up in the air cheering and screaming when Gianna just smashed it and got into the number 13 spot. So really excited, really proud, and really looking forward to the off season. The bad thing about the off season is you end up with such a high note, you want to get right back out and start racing again, but we do have, you know, 2 to 3, 4 months maybe to start take this, digest it, and get back on it. But really excited about next year.
Gianna, what's it been like having the benefit of such a veteran like Karen with all that knowledge and training?
It's amazing. Anytime I have a question, I'm like, Karen will know the answer. She knows everything, and she's always been there to help me. She's been there for good days, bad days. She's like a mom to me out here, so it's awesome.
I love it. So finally, if we can pull off the upset, are we going to hold Matt Smith to this? Are we going to make him bring that checkbook over here?
Absolutely. Really? You throw down if we do it. And it's all, you know, it's not just her, she told it to. It's all over the internet, so he has to. And I don't think he would have a problem in the world.
Gianna, what would you love to spend $1,000 on more than anything? Would it be a shopping trip to Disney?
You say
yeah, if she wins the race.
Not change the money, I mean. Definitely go towards next year, or maybe paying my rent.
How about that? Little extra motivation. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
It's going to be exciting here. First round coming up. It'll be a wild one from the NHRA Finals.
And with that, it was time to head to the lanes. First round is upon us. You can feel the nervous energy. You can feel the jitters. But Andrew Hines looks pretty confident, and rightfully so. This has been the most dominant season of his storied career. 8 wins, 10 finals, a 115-point lead in the finals. If it wasn't for the points and a half scenario, he would have already had it locked up. All Hines has to do, pop the clutch, go green, get down the racetrack cleanly in the 6-second zone, and he will cruise to a 6th championship. I can tell you right now, I don't know if there's anybody on the property, including Gianna herself, who believes that Gianna has a chance to beat Andrew Hines. There's just too much riding on this. You see the Harley Davidson shirts. This team wants to win a championship for their sponsor, Harley Davidson, in the absolute worst way. You know they're bringing their A game. Gianna has had a tough season despite stepping up as of late. But, you know, in drag racing, anything can happen. But the chances of seeing a Gianna upset have got to be minuscule. This run means everything for Team Vance and Hines. Their season culminates. They know they've got a low 680 motorcycle on this racetrack, and Gianna just ran a career best in the high 690s. That's a big cushion. That's comfortable. First round coming up. A big congratulations, though, to Gianna. She made it this far. She made it in the show. It is time for first round. That young lady has a lot of reasons to hold her head high, especially with everything she's been through this year. It's been amazing. You know that Matt Smith and Jerry Savoie and a lot of other folks would really want to push her for this upset. But here we go, first round. Hines headed for a championship. Let's watch from a distance. Red light, Hines! Are you kidding me? Hines, red lights! Wow! Gianna gets the win! Look at the reaction from the crew members. They can't believe it.
Oh my goodness. Can't believe it. Can't believe it.
What are the odds? Wow. Truly unreal. The ultra consistent Andrew Hines potentially red lights away a championship when he had an opportunity to clinch it. Wow. Team member Gary Stouffer pumped up.
Unbelievable. Have you ever seen a finals like this?
No, I don't think so.
Me either, man.
That was shocking, but anything can happen.
Enjoy the show.
It's like football on any given Sunday.
That's right. Enjoy the show.
Hello everybody, what a development from Pomona. We want to give you an update. We just conferred with the experts here in the tower after a shocking first round loss by Andrew Hines in round number 1. Here's the scenario. If Matt Smith wins the event, he's your champion. If Jerry Savoie wins the event, he's your champion. Now, if Smith or Savoie do not win the event, Andrew Hines will still be crowned champion. We never thought we were in for this much excitement, were we? It looked like Andrew was going to cruise to a victory in championship number 6. Oh no, it's going to be a long day and a lot to decide here at the Auto Club Finals. Stay with us. And it got even juicier because number 5 qualifier, the veteran Steve Johnson, would experience problems in round 2. Gianna would get by him and make her way into the semifinals to race Matt Smith. Unreal. An upset for the ages. What an underdog story.
How about it, Gianna? Going to the semis. Wow. This weekend has turned out pretty spectacular.
It has. You know, I'm really proud of my crew. Owe it all to them. They're amazing. Always been.
Now you got to go up against a guy who owes you $1,000 for the favor you did in first round. What's your thoughts on that?
Honestly, when it comes down to it, if I can beat him, I'm going to take that chance any day.
There you go. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mike, congratulations. I talked to you yesterday. Drag racing is so unpredictable. Your daughter, from the number 13 spot, is going to the semifinals.
Oh yeah, no, she's got some good luck on her side. She's doing good, she's having fun, and she had a great year. This is a good finish for her year. I'm real happy for her. Worked so hard for her.
Could you describe the feeling of pride and joy that you feel after all the ups and downs this year, all the hardship that she's been through to make it to the semis at the biggest race of the year?
Yeah, you know, she's going to push through whatever. Our family, we don't quit. That's why we're scrappers. We keep moving.
Good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Scrappers indeed, and I don't think anyone saw this one coming. Now to the semifinals. Matt Smith is as motivated as ever. He's back in championship contention. Matt Smith, wait a minute! Matt Smith's motorcycle shuts off. Are you for real? Gianna just takes Matt Smith out of championship contention. This is unbelievable. The number 13 qualifier beats the defending champ. Let this be evidence of two statements I want you to remember. Number one, you never know what will happen in drag racing. And number two, you never know what will happen on the Cycle Drag YouTube channel. Absolutely astonishing. Jerry Savoie advances to the final. Who would have ever thought it would be Jianna Silanas and Jerry Savoie, who now has a chance to win the title. The former champ, the 2016 champ, Jerry Savoie, can become champion once again if he beats Gianna. And how about Gianna?
Gotta love the unpredictability, huh?
We got an update from the Matt Smith pits. He broke a piston in fourth gear. What a horrible disappointment for the defending champ. Your heart's got to go out to him. But how about Jianna Silanas? She wasn't even supposed to qualify for this field. When we started this video, she was on the outside looking in, and now, ladies and gentlemen, she has an opportunity to race in the final round of arguably the biggest drag race of the year, the Auto Club NHRA Finals.
How are you?
Oh, man, I'm ready for it. Let's hope for the better.
Did you ever think this day was going to end up like this?
No, I flew out here. There was always a chance. Jerry was in the points, so I flew out, and I'm glad he's there in the final.
Good luck.
As you can see, Team Jerry Savoie very pumped up. They didn't think they'd have an opportunity to win a championship. Now all they have to do is win this round, and Jerry Savoie will become a two-time champion. He's the number 3 qualifier. He won a 690 in round 1. He won a 686 in round 2, a 685 to beat his teammate Karen Stouffer in the last round. Now all he has to do is get by Gianna. But wait a minute. Savoie's motorcycle has problems. It doesn't sound right. Jerry's going to stage it anyways. What drama? Did Jerry's championship hopes just go down the toilet, or will he be able to salvage this?
As she tries to win her first race in her first final round. And what an incredible story. Listen to Jerry's bike. He's going to stage it.
The dream continues for Gianna, but is it the beginning of a nightmare for Jerry Savoie? His team is in disbelief.
With a championship on the line. Tim Colungi looks sick down there. Everybody on the right side of the racetrack looks like a celebration about to bust out. Gianna's ready. Jerry's ready.
Jerry's bike goes nowhere. Gianna gets away cleanly. She's off the center line. She's straight down the track. Ladies and gentlemen, Gianna wins! Gianna from the number 13 spot. The rookie, the 22-year-old rookie. She becomes the 5th woman to win in Pro Stock Motorcycle. The first Latina to win in an NHRA professional category. She pulls off one of the most shocking upsets in the history of drag racing. Unbelievable. For Jerry Savoie, it's dejection and despair as his championship hopes just died on the starting line. But for this young lady, Gianna, tears of joy.
My sponsor, True Disruption, Scrappers Racing. Greg, Gary, Karen, this all goes out to them. They're amazing. My parents, and also my boyfriend watching from Japan right now. Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations, Gianna. Can you believe you're holding that?
I can't. I mean, this stage has been insane. The fact I was able to run against everybody, come out with this, I can't.
Congratulations. Hey, they're getting ready to introduce you. Let's get you up there. You'll do great.
And in the final round, Jerry's bike went sick on the starting line, and she made it to her first ever winner's circle.
There you go.
Taking out number 1, 2, and 3 in the Mariella points. Hey, Pomona, Jianna Silanas, to Pro Stock Motorcycle champion. Did they tell you in the final round, hey, we think he's wounded, or did they just tell you, just go do your thing?
No, they just told me, they didn't even say anything. They just left me alone and let me do my thing, and it worked.
First round, did you see the red light, or was every round down the racetrack you didn't know what happened until you got to the finish?
every round I don't know what happens till I turn that corner. I mean, I'm trying to focus. I'm so new at this that I have to take it in steps. So I'm not looking anywhere but the end of the track and making sure I can slow down.
You came in this year knowing that it was going to be a learning year, knowing that it was going to be difficult. You certainly had some difficult moments. Did you imagine that by the end of the year you would be here in the winner's circle?
No, not at all. I mean, this is just, it's so overwhelming. It's so busy. I've had such a hard year.
For the 152nd time in NHRA history, a lady has the trophy, and this one's yours.
Yes, thank you. This is for all the girls out there that have been told that they can't do something or that they don't belong. This is for them. If you guys want to do something, just go and do it. You got this.
Jianna Silanas, ladies and gentlemen, your Pro Stock Motorcycle Champion. I want to talk some more.
I don't want to say a damn thing. I want to thank all these fans for coming.
Jianna Silanas took down Savoie in the final round, and with that victory, makes Andrew Hines the champion. Gianna, an unbelievable day to get your first win, and the air conditioning is blowing right down on you. I'm sorry, maybe your leather jacket is here, but just talk a little bit about how special this day is.
I mean, on Saturday morning, I was just fighting to qualify, and I never would have thought that I would be able to pull this off. And I came into the day saying, you know, whatever happens, happens. Win or lose, I get to end, you know, this season on a high note. But just to be here right now in this moment, it's not something that I ever thought would happen. No, so nobody in my crew told me. I had no idea. I just figured something happened halfway down the run. Everybody said that they could hear it and that the bike was sounding weird, but I was just trying to focus, just trying to calm them down. So I did not have any idea.
So you didn't have any indication he might be trying to play a trick on you or something?
No, I thought it was a little interesting. I was like, maybe he's trying to, you know, stage a little late. I was like, but I don't know. I was like, he's taking a while to stage, but I had no idea at all.
So how are you going to celebrate this first win?
Probably go get dinner with my family, something. Yeah, nothing too crazy.
You know, that smile just won't end. How great does that feel, huh?
Feels so good.
Big congratulations. Is this still like a dream?
It is. It's definitely a dream that I did not think would happen in my first season. I'm just extremely overwhelmed still. My adrenaline is still going right now. It's insane.
I've been covering the sport a long time. This is one of the most amazing stories ever.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, sir. Number one, crazier things have happened.
There he is.
Crazy stuff.
Did anyone ever see this one coming?
Nope. Don't need to. It was good. Yep. She's a billion. Yeah, it was good. Really good one.
How
it's your day. It's your day.
How would you compare this feeling with the first time that you won?
Oh, it's not even. This is so much better. You want to see your children do better. Always. And you want them to continue to have great life and have fun. You know.
To watch what she's been through this year and to just continue on, to be hard-nosed and say, I'm not going to give up and stick with it and get this reward. How gratifying is that for you?
Oh, yeah. Our girls don't quit. They won't quit. You know,
You're the
ever.
song Baby Sharks, right? Shark, baby sharks. Those are the baby sharks.
Enjoy this one, guys.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Miss Karen, this young lady got it done. Can you believe it?
No, I can believe it. Absolutely, I can. She did a great job. She did what she had to do today. She just came out and had races. We call her the Giant Killer now, yeah? She took out multi-time champ Matt Smith, Steve Johnson, champion Jerry Savoie, and, oh yes, of course, now six-time champion, I believe, Andrew Hines, yeah. It was awesome for her. I mean, when it's your day, it's your day. She deserves it. She just stayed in her lane, just did her job, and went out and made passes. So kudos to Gianna. She's awesome.
You've been in this sport a long time. I've been in this sport a long time. I don't think I've ever seen a day like this. Do you ever remember anything like this?
No, I think she's going to hit the record books. I think it's huge. You know, that's just shows you when the good Lord's looking out for you. I mean, she was destined to win this race. That's all it's about. You know, stuff happens. It's the end of the year. It was crazy. I can guarantee you that this whole season, the only thing everybody's going to remember is this day. It was the most bizarre day and the most awesome final I've ever seen.
Congratulations on a great season for you as well. How about that? You got something there.
Not me, my daughter.
You know, it's so funny. We spoke yesterday and you were talking about how proud you are, but now this takes it to a whole nother level.
Absolutely. Oh my God. She's struggled through the whole entire season. She's had people tell her that she needs to get off the bike. It's not a place for her. And she just showed everybody that she can do it. So I'm very proud of her.
What was it like for you when you saw that win light come on in the final round and you realized your daughter has just won one of the biggest races of the year?
It was unreal. It was surreal. Luckily, all of our girls were there. It's just highly emotional. This whole season's been a very emotional season for us. Gianna, watching her on the bike, just watching her on the bike is pretty tough as it is. Seeing that win light was just unbelievable. Yeah.
Congratulations. Here with the one and only king of drag racing, announcing, king of stats, Louis Bloom.
Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Hey, well, sometimes we're prisoners of the moment, so that's why I wanted to talk to you.
That's true.
Have we ever seen one like this? Because I can't remember one with this many twists and turns.
Pro Stock Motorcycle, you know, I have to point out the fact that Antron Brown kind of experienced the same thing when he won his first Top Fuel Championship in 2012. He lost first round. He had to wait to the final round to see Brandon Bernstein beat Tony Schumacher on a hole shot to clinch the championship. Now, it wasn't the same because Jerry broke, but it was bizarre. And, you know, the one thing I mentioned in the press room is the fact that 5 years is the last time we had a first-time Pro Stock Motorcycle winner, and that was Jerry Savoie, who lost to Gianna. I mean, couldn't plan it any better, right?
What a race, huh?
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool, and you know, I feel bad for Matt Smith. I feel bad for, you know, Jerry, and I'm ready for Gainesville. Let's go bike racing in Gainesville. Of course, I'm excited. You know, Harley's will be back too.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for all that you do, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year.
No problem, Jack. We'll be right here in February.
Absolutely wild day, sensational day, and there are some unsung heroes I want to recognize. Gary Stouffer, Greg Underdahl. Guys, when Gianna came to you, she had no motorcycle experience at all. You guys were there, you coached her, you served as mentors. We had the crash this year, you continued to push on. Tell me what this whole experience has been like.
All right, so they won't tell you what it's been like. I'll just come in and just, you know, flash them.
There are men of few words, right? Now you've had, see, Karen's awesome. Now you've had time to gather your thoughts.
It's actually been quite enjoyable. She's a great girl to work with. It's really, a lot of people that judge really don't have any idea how hard it is to ride one of these bikes. She continues to improve here and there, and she's going to continue to improve. We're going to work really hard over the winter to get her up to speed where she needs to be. You know, I'm really happy for her. This is a kind of a Cinderella story. She's got some big giants, or she got the win light anyway. And it was just an awesome weekend. You know, I'm really proud of her. I'm looking forward to working with her again next year.
Greg, you've been in this sport a long time. In fact, your name came up today because I asked Kevin McKenna, I said, have we ever seen anything like this? The only thing he could think off the top of his head was Angel, red lighting. He said Greg Underdahl in 1999. We'll have to go back, and I'm sure the smile says you remember that one. Have you ever seen anything like what we experienced today with all the twists and turns?
Not quite like today. I mean, today was, like Gary said, a Cinderella story. I mean, we took out people that were supposed to be champions, and Gianna just kept driving the thing to the finish line, and we were lucky enough for our stuff to stay together all day, and some of the others didn't. I mean, we were just there for every round, and that's what it took today.
How did you guys first get hooked up with Gianna?
They came to us asking what we had to offer, and we told them what we had, and I guess we're the lucky ones, because I think we are the lucky ones, because she's a great kid.
She really is, and you guys are veterans of this sport. I'll come right out and say it. We know after the crash, there were plenty of people saying that she should walk away, she shouldn't be on that motorcycle. You guys are the experts, and with your judgment, you said no, she should continue. What was that experience like, and what did you say to her to get her to press on?
I think she knew she was going to press on right away anyway. She had no, I don't even think that was in her mind. She got off the bike after it crashed, or when she come off that bike, she was mad at herself, and because she knew what she did wrong. So for people to not understand where she was at that point and not realize what actually happened, I don't think they've ever experienced anything like that, or even been able to try to. We got a 22-year-old kid putting 400 horsepower between her legs and taking 3 Gs at 6,800 RPM. I want someone to come and try that and tell me that they can go on social media and talk like they do at times. I mean, it's been rough on her. She obviously listens and persevered through everything, but I don't think there's many people that would even try what she does. So
I'm going to jump in here.
Yes, feel free, anytime.
Because what a lot of people don't know is many riders who come to this sport have had years of experience at some level at motorcycle racing, riding, whatever you want to call it. People don't understand where Gianna started from and how far she's advanced. If you want to put a little bit of curve on her, she has ramped up so fast in her understanding skill set up here. She still has more to go and she knows it, but she has made a fast ramp on it. So congratulations to her, and anybody else who thinks it's easy, come on and try it out and see.
Well, Karen, you're a great historian of the sport, so I got to ask you guys too, has there ever been a rider out there with no prior experience? We see people come from the bracket ranks, the street bike ranks even, motocross. Gianna stepped on this thing with virtually no experience and just relied on the coaching and the guidance of you two. Have we ever seen a rider like that before?
Actually, there's been several people that's come out here and tried it that have done very well in other classes in racing, and they get humbled very quickly on how difficult it is to ride one of these. I've never ridden one myself. I've done a lot of bracket racing. Greg has ridden them, so I can't put a whole lot of input on really how hard they are. But in doing it for as long as I have with Karen, seeing what she went through her ups and downs, so people would really go back in the archives and see what she went through. And I told Gianna that. I said, you know, Karen's got off the bike before, and look where she is now. I mean, she's turned into an incredible racer. And you know, Gianna sticks with it, which I think she will. You know, it takes seat time with anything you do. So I've offered people that have been on the internet that have talked down about her, you know, come on out, superstar. I got a school bike. I'll put you on the bike, and we'll see how easy it is.
We know we had the keyboard warrior effect, but we also had some really knowledgeable people I know that were in your ear saying, tell her to walk away. This is not for her. What was your reaction when you were hearing that? How did you deal with that?
You know, a lot of it I just let go in one ear and out the other, because I've been through it, you know, with Karen when she first started out. It's not easy. You know, it's really difficult on a rider to hear that kind of stuff. You know, they're out here doing the best they can, trying to do it. You know, she's not a quitter. If you come out here and it's really, really tough and then you quit, you know, you quit. You know, I think that with more seat time, we're going to work a lot over the winter, and you know, she'll have a lot more runs under her belt. She made probably 6 runs on that Pro Stock bike in Bradenton before Gainesville, and you know, it is what it is. She's you know, she's not a quitter. She's going to come back out next year and, you know, try and do better.
Final question for each of you. Historical significance. You guys have done so much. You guys have won races. Where does this day now rank in the career of Gary Stouffer and Greg Underdog?
It's actually pretty incredible. It's pretty exciting. I mean, the seeing the dream come true and the expression on that girl's face for doing something that even she thought was impossible at this point of her riding career. it was just amazing. It really is, and I'm looking forward to working with her next year.
What do you think, Greg?
I don't really know what to say, because when you're out here as long as Gary and I have been here, and you watch all the people that have come and gone, I mean, like, I've seen tons of people leave this class. The determination that young kid has, it's hard to, there ain't a lot of that, you don't see a lot of that anymore. And I think what I get out of this, and being here as long as I have, is when I see someone that wants to ride one of these bikes and that we teach, and we go down to get them, and they have the huge smile on their face because they just went faster than they did the run before, I think that's what keeps me coming back to do what we do, more than anything.
Well, gentlemen, I believe you've got a winner's circle to go to.
We do. Yes, we do.
Congratulations. What a day, huh?
Great day.
Uh-oh.
Party foul.
Uh-oh.
No, my cap went through.
Oh, you know what? There wasn't anything in it but ice, so you're safe.
Everybody having a good time, celebrating, especially the Salinas family. Big congratulations to them. Let us know your comments, your feedback about this craziness that we witnessed. Really, after some time to digest this too, I want to drive home how incredibly improbable this is. Yes, it's drag racing. We say anything can and will happen, but think about this first round matchup for a second. Andrew Hines has an opportunity to go out and win a championship. We know that that's what these racers live for. That's what makes their sponsors happy. And after a season where he won 8 times, went to 10 finals, and came in with a 115-point lead and showed that he's got low 680s, 670s when he needs them, the fact that he was not able to get around the number 13 qualifier had such a small chance of actually happening. All right, so I'll go with that one. And then if you look at what happened after, Steve Johnson, who's been as consistent as anybody this year, as Gianna gets some kisses there. I don't think she likes that too much. Puts a smile on her face, though. But back to Steve Johnson, as consistent as anyone, and he breaks. So now add up the odds for that. Now let's go into round number 2. Matt Smith, who's also been the object of consistency, breaks. And oh, we've got a bath for Gianna. We've got a bath. The crew loves it. Congratulations, Team Salinas, Team Scrappers. Having a great time. The point I'm trying to make here, ladies and gentlemen, if you like drag racing, you need to appreciate that this was a 1 in a million story. 1 in a million story. For Andrew Hines to not beat Gianna in the first round, for Gianna to then do what she had to do and get by the consistent veteran Steve Johnson, to get by the defending world champion Matt Smith, and then to take out the 2016 champion who was gunning for his own championship, Jerry Savoie, is absolutely astonishing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe to Psychodrag on YouTube, like psychodrag.com on Facebook, and we'll keep it coming. We are here to promote fast motorcycles all over the world. If you have any friends who you think may enjoy this, please refer them. They are always welcome. Thank you for the comments, the feedback. We appreciate it, guys. Thank you for subscribing to Psychodrag on YouTube. And we want to give a big thanks to the NHRA, everything courtesy of them. We really appreciate them having us at their event. The Auto Club Finals was truly a great time. Make sure you keep it locked to Psychodrag on YouTube. Smash the bell for notifications. Let us know where you're watching from, and like psychodrag.com on Facebook. And please keep the feedback coming. Let us know what you thought of this amazing race, and we'll have much, much more. We'll see you at an NHRA national event in the near future, and this is one, guys, we'll be talking about for ages. Congratulations, Team Scrappers. Congratulations, Jianna Silanas.